I need you to stop what you're doing, get some coffee, paper, notepad, and pen, because in this video, we're going to explore in real time multiple different niches of books that you can publish on Amazon KDP. And I'm going to share with you the tools that you can use to create these types of books. Let's get started. The first niche that we want to go ahead and explore is on-the-go activities for kids ages 8 to 12. Start jotting that down. I'm going to go ahead and click here on my KD Spy so that it lets us know what is the probability or the chances that we will do well if we publish a book here in this niche. As you can see here to the right-hand side in the corner of this KD Spy tool, popularity, it means that a good number of books in this niche are performing very well, which means it is a popular keyword. The potential for revenue looks very good. And I want to bring your attention to this one thing: competition. It says that competition is healthy. It's in yellow, which means that you still have a possibility. If you do it right, if you get the good amount of reviews, you can do well in this niche. And then I'm going to go ahead and scroll down so that we could see what does this type of niche entail? What types of activities? As you can see here, we have mazes, crossword puzzles, word search puzzles, Sudoku. So we have also brain teasers. What else? Coloring pages. What else? Another thing, as we look into these, this niche, other niches will start coming up. It's not just on the go. This travel journal did really well. It was published in 2019. I'm going to go ahead and go back here, and I'm going to, let me go back. Travel journal for kids. I'm going to go ahead and search for that, and let's see what we discover. Travel journal for kids. Let's see what we have here. Okay, that's a 10,000 search results. What I would do with something like this is start looking for other keywords. For example, automatically we see this first one right here. It says road trip activities and travel journal for kids. Whoever created this book, kudos to you. You went ahead and used those keywords. And this is what we want to do, guys. It says road trip activities, but it also has the other keywords, travel journal for kids. So they went ahead and put those two things together, those keywords together. And now they have 100 games. Again, mazes. It has writing prompts, scavenger hunts. I think this is pretty cool. It looks like they have maybe cryptograms. The cryptograms are also a good activity, a good brain challenge activity. So let's go ahead, and now I'm interested. Road trip activities. Let's see. Road trip or road trip books. Books for kids. Okay, this is getting interesting. You know what? Let me go ahead and put books. Let's continue to do some research, and look what popped up here to the left. Road trip books for kids 9 to 12. The search results is 3,000. Write that down. I'm going to go ahead and click on my KD Spy and see what we find here. And then let me scroll down a little bit just to see what I can find. Road trip game book for teens. Road trip activities. The hardest hidden pictures for awesome road trip activities. Again, road trip. That's a good one. Look what we have here. Popularity. I saw green. I don't know about you, but I saw, yes, it's green. So this is a popular keyword. Write that down. Road trip books for kids 9 to 12. The potential for revenue looks very good. Competition is rather high. So here I would focus on getting in as many reviews as possible. Let's see. Ultimate activity, 100 best brain teasers. Brain teasers is also another keyword that you can go ahead and write down, because I've seen already multiple of these subtitles with the words brain teasers on there. Now I see here, would you rather books. Let's go ahead and research that. Wait a second. Let's go back. Would you rather? Okay, here we go. Again, would you rather book for kids? I like to go ultra niche, whereas instead of just searching for would you rather books for kids, I always like to see what pops up here with this AMZ suggestion expander. And it says automatically, would you rather book for kids? But for me, it's more interesting to search for here, would you rather book for kids 8 to 12? Because maybe people are searching for this already. 2,000 under the search. It's 2,000 search under the search results. It says, would you rather book for kids 8 to 12? Write that down. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to see what we have here. And we have facts. This is book for kids and families. So a lot of this looks like laugh out loud, crazy choices for kids. So it's, family challenge. So already I saw 2 books that have the word family in it, and laugh out loud, hilarious, questions, facts. Another book that says facts. Okay, so we're going to go up. Let me go ahead and click on my Katie Spy tool that will let us know how good of a popular keyword this is. Would you rather book for kids? And this is very simple. This is something that we can create. This book cover right here that I'm pointing at. You can do this on Canva easily. Let me go ahead and you can even use a lot of different AI tools to create this. So this right here, you can do this with AI. Okay, so this is indeed a popular keyword. The potential for revenue is great and competition is very strong here. So you have to come up with some type of maybe different angle. Look at this one. Would you rather Teen Challenge Edition? Maybe if you're homeschooling family edition. Look at this one. This one went ultra niche. Would you rather Adventure Edition? So now you have to start thinking outside the box. Let me see. This one, Would You Rather Adventure Edition, was published on May 1st, 2025. So this year. And let's see. And guess what? The bestsellers rank is 235,817. This book is selling. So this is good information. This is good to know. Now, would you rather, let's see, for teens, let's go ahead and go up. Let's see what we find. Would you rather book for teens? Okay, it came up. And also think about in terms of whether it could be for teen girls or teen boys or even tween, those kids in the tween ages in between. Look, 463 search results. Let me click on that Katie Spy tool to see what we find. And let me scroll down while we're at it. The ultimate would you rather book for teens, teen challenge. Would you rather, made you think edition. So a lot of these have the word edition. Look at this one. It says with fun illustrations. Okay. Kids, teens, and adults. Okay, adults is another one. Here, popularity. It is performing well. So write that down, guys. Would you rather book for teens? The potential for revenue is great. Now look at this one. Would you rather Campfire Edition? This is brilliant. You see, they went ultra niche. Don't be afraid to go ultra niche, whether it's for girls or for boys or for toddlers. Go specific. People are buying things for their kids, and their kids are going to be different ages, whether it's 3 years old to 8 years old to 15. We need to start creating different types of books for different ages. Look at this one, Mental Toughness for Young Athletes. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm curious. Let's go ahead and search for that. Let's see, mental toughness. We also have to think up in terms of books that we can use, different AI software, or even some research that you can do to create. That's maybe more in lines of a long form type of book. So mental toughness for, and now I'm starting to think, you see here, look at this, mental toughness for girl athletes, 179 results. Let's see. Okay, and let me click on my Katie Spy and see if these types of books are on demand, if people are searching for them when they go on Amazon. 101 essentials every young female athlete should know. Mental toughness for girl athletes. Unstoppable athlete. You see, most of these books have the word athlete in them. And I think this is a cool niche to explore. Look, sports devotions for rising athletes. You see, this is a great angle for Christian youth. And look what we have here. Popularity. It says that there are only a small number of books performing well for this keyword, but the potential for revenue is good. And guess what? Look, competition is healthy. It's more than healthy. You can easily compete here for a first page ranking. This is good news. If you have, and now I'm starting to think, and I want you to think with me, what are other maybe athletes, instead of maybe saying athlete, maybe it could be gymnast, maybe it could be a dancer, maybe it could be a cheerleader, maybe creating books that are specific, catering to specific groups of athletes. So this is pretty interesting, guys. Let's see. Let me go ahead and see if I can think of, okay, restaurant books. What about restaurants? For example, the other day we went to a restaurant. We went to Longhorn, and my daughter was creating. She had brought with her a journal, and in this journal she had created several different like tic-tac-toe activities and challenges that she usually does, and that literally like sparked an idea. What if I created a restaurant book, a coloring book? So let me go ahead and see, restaurant on the go maybe, or restaurant books. Let's see if this is even a thing. But I did think about this. Restaurant books for toddlers. Let's see. I think this is going to be more like an activity book. You don't want to be reading in the middle of a restaurant. But restaurant books, or restaurant activity pages, or okay, look, restaurant activities for kids. So ages 4 to 8. Let's explore that. Okay, again, the activities here. So, but now we have already seen this before, the mazes, the brain teasers, but now we can go ahead and create one specifically for parents who want to keep their kids entertained while they're at a restaurant without putting their kids on the screen. Let me go ahead and click on my Katie Spy, because as far as we can see, under the search results, it's 701. That's not bad, guys. So, and I know for a fact, I'm a mom of 3. I will do anything to keep my kids off of their screens. So right now, and there's a lot of moms like me that share the same mission. And right now, it's the best time to create activity books. Look, guys, write this down, guys, please. Restaurant activities for kids ages 4 to 8. This is green all across the board. Popularity. We have here, it's performing well. This is a good keyword. Potential for revenue looks very good. And the competition is in green, which means you can easily compete here for a first page ranking, guys. This is gold. And before I go ahead and teach you how to create these types of activity books and the multitude of ways that you can go ahead and do so with so many different types of tools, I'm going to go ahead and show you. But first, I'm a little curious. Restaurant activities for kids ages 8 to 10. Okay, I've noticed that every time we go a little bit up, like ages 8 to 10, or maybe like teens, or, a little bit in the older range, it tends to be a little bit less of results, which is good, because that means that there are not a lot of books out there in this niche, but it's 84 results. And the epic puzzle challenge for smart kids. Let's see what else we have here. The logic workbook, hidden pictures, would you rather, how to draw anything. I'm excited to teach you how to do that one, which I will do a video on soon. But let me go ahead and click on my Kitty Spy and see what we find here, because I'm very interested to see in the age range of 8 to 10, see what types of books that we can create, maybe coloring pages. You can even create an activity book that has both devotions and coloring pages for parents and children, because I like to color as well. So we take our markers or whatever to a restaurant and we'll color together. Look, another one, green all across the board on my Katie Spy. So popularity is there. The potential for revenue is green. It looks very good. And competition, you can easily compete here for a first page ranking on Amazon. Guys, this is gold. And if you're liking this session, let me know, and maybe we can continue to do this a little bit more often. I can go ahead and record these types of videos. And now I'm curious about one thing, how to draw books. Let me see. How to draw books for kids ages, let's do 8 to 12. 1,000 on the search results. Okay. But I will need to create a video on this, because this right here is bank, because it's not a book that can easily be made by many people. You have more of an opportunity to make profit and make revenue. Let's see here, ages 6 to 8. 1,000 under the search results. Let's see if there are any teens maybe. Or boys. I saw something with boys. Okay, 8 to 12 boys. Guys, 9,000 results. Okay, so this is very popular. Let me go ahead and click on my Katie Spy. I want to know what's up. How to draw easy step-by-step drawings. How to draw 700 cool things for boys and girls. I like that. Boys and girls. You see this one? How to draw cute stuff. Guys, this will get me. Me being a mom to a girl, this will get to me. Like, I would purchase this. Okay, popularity. It is a popular keyword. The potential for revenue is there, but competition is high. I could see that. The competition seems very strong. So you would need to be very strategic when creating something like this. Let me check on the girls. 10. What about teens? Let me see this. What about teens? Let's see, anime. Is it even a thing? It is a thing. Okay. Let's see. Let's continue to explore. Okay, 12 to 14. That should be interesting. Okay, 160 results. Let's see what my Katie Spy tells us. Let's see. How to draw. 30 days learning to draw. I love that. I would actually buy something like that for my son. This one looks cool. How to draw cool stuff. A drawing guide for teachers and students. I love this. How to draw. Okay, guys, write this down. Write these keywords down. How to draw for kids ages 12 to 14. It's green across the board. There is demand for this keyword. People are searching for this already. The potential for revenue looks very good. And guess what? Competition here, you can easily rank on the first page. So I'm definitely going to create a separate video on how to create one of these types of books in a way that shows you how to do this easily, and just going to take a little bit of a learning curve, but you can get this done and do this and be part of this niche. Now let's get to the tools part of this video. Let me show you all the tools that you can use to create a multitude of different types of activity books and some long form books. Tool number 1, this is by far my favorite to use, is the Cloudorca apps. And this right here that you're looking at, it's the puzzles. All of the puzzle generators that you can create. Crossword puzzles, word search puzzles, cryptograms, shape word search puzzles, Sudoku puzzles, image word search puzzles, coloring word search, that's my daughter's favorite, and bilingual. The sky is the limit. So you can use all of these apps and create a book of 300 pages with all these types of different pages and worksheets. So this is gold. And I have videos on how to create the bilingual word search, the coloring word search on my YouTube. So go ahead and check that out. Tool number 2, this is also the Cloudorca apps, but these are the math worksheets. So these generators right here will create different types of math worksheets, which I can definitely find in Brain Teasers. It could be fractions. It even has fractions, number lines. It has counting worksheet, measurements. I'm going to go ahead and just do one of these. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these. Let me go ahead and under the default. And as you can see here, what makes this extremely powerful is that, let's say you want to use a couple of big versus small worksheets. We can go ahead and click on this template. Right? Let's say this is exactly what you want your worksheet to look like. You don't want to make any further edits. Perfect. We have a magical button, and this is why these apps are very powerful, is because you can save so much time and you can create this and launch this in a matter of days, if not hours. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the bulk clone. Okay. And then under bulk clone, let's say I want to bulk clone 5 pages. So what we do, we go ahead and click on clone pages. And what do we have here? We have different other activities. They're not the same activity. They are all different pages with different animals. So in just like that, in a couple of seconds, we were able to create a total of, now it's going to be 6 pages. Yes, 6 pages. And this is something that can go toward one of your activity books. We have other things here. Order by size. Let's go ahead and add a page here. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one right here. We have order by size. So it says order from the smallest to the biggest image. My daughter would love this type of activity. Again, we go ahead and click on that magical button. Bulk clone. Let's bulk clone 3 pages. And guess what? We have different pages for this type of activity. Now, we have a total of 10 pages. And you can see now how within every minute, you can go ahead and create and add other different types of templates. And you can have 100 pages of a specific type of activity in minutes. So this is powerful. I'm going to go ahead and put my affiliate link down below. Tool number 3 is the Nurie Creator software. And this one is one that I love to use. And a lot of people say that it's crappy. But if you look at these images, when it comes to coloring books and they're created with AI, a lot of them are wonky. They're not perfect. And the line work is really bad. I've seen some coloring books with really bad line work. You can't even color it in. It's too small. It's just weird. But when I see these images, I mean, these images look great. I could see my daughter coloring something like this. The line work is actually spectacular, in my opinion. And the cool thing is that this is very easy to use. You just go ahead and you put the description of the main character. Less words is better here using this Nurie Creator software. Sitting on a fluffy pillow, kawaii style, art style. There are other like different types of styles here, but I like kawaii. And then all you do is you make sure it's an 8.5 by 11 or a size that you want to go ahead and choose. And then you get to choose the line thickness. I chose medium, and this is what came up. The design of a kitten with big eyes sitting on a fluffy pillow. If you ask me, this is great if you want to create a coloring book with customized coloring pages, whether it's a book of kittens or a book of muffins or desserts. This is a very, very good tool. Now, this next tool is extremely affordable. It has just a one-time fee that you pay, and you could do a couple things here, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, and we have what's called a random generator or a custom project builder. Let me go ahead and share with you what the random generator can do. So as you can see here on my screen, we have adult, kids, and all ages. And like we were talking about before, the books that we were looking into were activity books. It has mazes, word searches, puzzles, would you rather, different activity, coloring, and you name it. So here we have Sudoku, we have mazes, we have coloring and activities. The difference between this one and something like what we just saw, the Nurie Creator, is that you cannot give it a prompt for specific coloring pages. Instead, this is what happens. Let me go ahead and click under mazes. Okay, and here, this is a random generator. This does use AI, and you can use this to publish books on Amazon KDP. So here, what you do is you select a number of pages. For example, if you want 5 mazes or 10, 20, or 30, 30 is the max every time you use it. So now let me just go ahead and do 5. I'm going to go ahead and click on create. And within a couple seconds, as you can see here, this popped up already. And we have mazes. So this is just a random generator that creates it for you. As you can see here, it created random different types of mazes, which look really complex. This is really cool for a brain teaser, if you ask me. And it also gives you the solution. Excuse me. So this is pretty cool. I mean, and then this one is a little bit easier. This is something like what my daughter would use. So this is good for ages maybe 8 to 10, perhaps, maybe 6 to 8. So this is pretty cool. And then you have the solutions. And the cool thing is that once you save this onto the computer, you can go here on Canva. You can upload the document here and you can start editing it. Let me go ahead and see if I can show you. Okay, as you can see here, I was able to grab those pages and bring them onto Canva. And now you could do different customizations. For example, if you click on the actual element, the maze, you can go ahead and make it smaller. And then obviously when you're on Canva now you can start adding some text maybe here. And you can do, add some, maybe like what do you call that? Icons, different icons, balloons, hearts. If you want to make this a maze for Valentine's Day or something like that, just anything. You can really customize these templates. And then what's cool is that when you're here on Canva and you click on grid view, you can grab these solutions and you could just bring them to the back and you start creating a solutions, the solutions. But because you can move them here, let's see, whoa, because you can move them, then you could start doing something like this. Let me go ahead and copy. I'm gonna delete it and I'm gonna paste it here. So you can start creating your very own solution pages. And now this is gonna take a little bit long, but it's definitely something that you can do. It's definitely an option for you. Now, something else that you can do, let's go ahead and go back. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. I'm going to go down and let's see what else we can create. Random generator. So now you know that when it's random, it's going to just generate whatever images it wants to generate. If you do Sudoku, okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on just 3. And this one is max 3 Sudoku puzzles. So that means 3 pages plus the solutions. So here we have the Sudoku puzzles. Again, you can download once it's downloaded. Once the file is downloaded onto your computer, you can head on over to Canva and start customizing and creating multiple different pages. Now, when I go back, I'm going to go back to, instead of doing the random generator, instead of using the random generator, I'm going to use the custom project builder because I want to show you something. So when it comes to just a random, not random, once you start, let's say, creating some coloring pages, which you can, let's say I'm going to go ahead and click on kids coloring pages. Now you have coloring pages, but these are not something that you can customize. They're just here. So for example, if you like 3 of these images, right, and there are several pages of these, all you have to do is, for example, you like the apple, you click on add, then you click on add for this dinosaur, then this one, you go down, I like the avocado, maybe the backpack. So you start adding them here onto the right hand side. Once you like all of the pages or all of the icons that you see here for the coloring pages, all you have to do is click on compile. It will compile and create a PDF document for you that you can download onto the computer. And guess what? You can go ahead and upload it onto Canva and start creating different types of coloring pages along with the Sudoku puzzles and the mazes and so on and so forth. So you could see how you can create multiple different types of brain teasers or different activities, put them all together on Canva. Guys, what you're looking at right now, it is insanity, okay? I have never come across something like this before. I've come across different variations of this, but not like this, okay? This is called Ohanashi AI Gen, and it does use Nano Banana AI, which is the designs. If you've ever used Nano Banana, it is super clear. It's less wonky than a lot of the other tools that I've ever used, which is pretty cool. But look at what this includes, okay? You can have, when you get access to Ohanashi AI Gen, you basically, there are other tools within this software that are extremely helpful, especially if you want to see some type of, like, you want to get into Amazon KDP and start selling books. I'm going to be honest, it's not easy. You're not going to create or make revenue straight off the bat without any marketing, and you don't even know if the niche you're going into is even good. Here, they have a software where it says, finally, one tool that uncovers profitable storybook, other KDP niches in seconds. This software right here will help you discover profitable niches with low competition, with long tail keywords. I mean, this is gold. And then you have the Children's Book Royalty Academy, where you get access to like a community and real case studies and frameworks of how to go ahead and approach the Amazon KDP process. So I think this is great. But wait, this is what I want to show you. So this software, what it does is that you give it a prompt. For example, I gave it a prompt and I said, I want to create a book about a girl who loves to dance. It created for me an actual, this book cover right here. This is a ready to publish cover, okay? That's the back cover and the front cover. This is a ready to upload on Amazon KDP type of cover. It is already It's already formatted, which is insane to me. And I did test it out, and this cover was accepted by Amazon KDP right away. So that was pretty neat. But wait, there's more. It not only created the cover with the prompt that I gave it, it said chapter 1, the slip and the smile. Based on what I had told the AI, it created the storyline for me. So this is the content. Sunlight streamed through the wide studio windows, turning the polished floor into a golden mirror. Nina, which is my daughter, spun in her sparkly shoes, her skirt flowing like a small cloud around her legs. I mean, I would edit this, of course, but it created the first content, the first page, the content within the first page, and it created the image that would go next to the content. And then it did it again here, right here, for the second chapter. And it did it again for the third chapter. And it did it again for the fourth chapter. Guys, do you see this? It created the whole book for me. Obviously, I only asked it to give me 10 pages worth of content. But imagine what you can do. You can literally create an illustrated children's book with the cover. You don't have to find somewhere to format it. You can literally just download. You just have to download. That's all you have to do here. It says save page 1, and you just select it and start downloading this. It's insane. And obviously you change it, you make edits to it, you modify it to make it your own. I always say that in most of my videos. So this is a powerful tool, and this video is not over yet. I have one more tool to share with you. If you want to create a long form book with, chapters and it's a self-help type of book, this is a tool you want to use because it will make your life 10 times easier. With this type of software, you can do many things. But the one thing that I want to share with you is this one. When you want to go ahead and start a book, you can go ahead and use Word Genie. And Word Genie is an AI that will help you create your book. Look at this. It basically prompts you so that it makes the writing process a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and click on English from the US, and I'm going to go ahead and enter the topic, mental toughness for girls. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on next. It's going to give me options to choose sub niches. Mental toughness for girls, mental resilience in sports for young female athletes, building confidence and self-esteem in teenage girls, overcoming anxiety, emotional intelligence, mindfulness practices, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it gives you so many options, and I'm going to go ahead and choose this one, mental resilience in sports for young female athletes. I'm going to go, wait, what? Okay, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and choose that and click on next. Now it says enter the audience for your ebook. So the audience is going to be young girl athletes in sports, dance, and cheer. Okay, so let me go ahead and click on next and see what happens, because now it's going to create options for your book's title. Stronger than the score. Building mental resilience for young female athletes. Fearless in the spotlight. Oh my God, I love that. A guide to overcoming challenges in sports and dance. I love this one. Let me choose that one. Let me go ahead and click on next. Select the tone of your ebook. So it's going to be informative. I want encouraging. Okay. Theme of the project. Sport, self-development, training and development. I'm just going to leave it at that. And then let's see. Author, blogging, no, most popular themes. I'm just going to leave it as it is right now. Click on next and see what happens. So now, this is one of the reasons why I like to use this software. I've used it a lot in the past because now it's going to give you one of the hardest things to do is to create an entire outline, like a chapter by chapter outline for your book. Here, I don't know if you see this, but it created an entire outline. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, facing your fears, the role of support systems, dealing with setbacks, staying focused under pressure, nutrition and self-care, that's a big one, finding joy in the journey, becoming a role model, your future as a fearless athlete. This is crazy. This is an awesome outline. Now, like I say always, modify it, make it your own. It even asks you, add images to content. On the next step, we'll add an image suggestion, placing them exactly in every chapter. So you can go ahead and opt in for that, but I'm just not going to do that right now. And now what's cool is it's going to start creating the content within each chapter. This right here is what saves a lot of time. The best part is that you can actually edit each chapter. All you have to do is click here on the three dots, and now you can go ahead and use Word Genie to rewrite it. Or if you want to adjust the tone, let me go ahead and click on it so you could see that. Okay, here. If I click on Word Genie, I can go ahead and adjust the tone. Why can't I do it? Okay, maybe it's because it's still generating. So you can go ahead and adjust the tone. And if I just go here and I start typing in, I could definitely change that as well. Right now, it's not letting me because it's still, as you can see here, it's still connecting the dots and picking the best words. So it's still generating all of the content within every chapter. But hey, guys, this is a time saver if you ask me, especially if you don't have any time. You may want to explore using the software. And the best part is that it's a one-time fee that you pay and you get it like lifetime. So, and you get access to this Word Genie. And what's cool is that once all of this is generated, it leads you to another, I guess, what do you call that? Another section within this process where you get to choose the book cover. For the book cover, I don't choose the book covers that are in here, although you can, and you can modify certain things. I prefer just going ahead and designing it through maybe Canva, designing my own book cover through Canva, or using maybe something called Vista Create. So we can go ahead and just do that. But as you can see here, right now, it's creating the whole manuscript. And what's also cool is that you can go ahead and download the actual manuscript, upload it maybe as on your like Microsoft Word, and you could just edit it there. But this is extremely cool. Guys, I hope that you found this video extremely helpful on your journey in creating different types of books. I'm going to continue to do some research. I definitely want to find different types of tools that we can use in combination with all the ones that I shared with you in this video, especially when it comes to tools for longer forms of content, longer books, chapter books, because it's definitely an area that a lot of people do not want to get into just because activity books are a little bit easier to create. But nevertheless, there is money to be made when it comes to maybe a longer, like a long form book, just because it takes a lot of time to do it and not a lot of people want to go through the hassle of writing it. But as you just saw, you can use tools like Designrr to help you along the process. You just have to do the research. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know on the comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Is there a specific niche or sub niche that you want to explore? And by all means, go ahead and write down all the niches that you guys can think of, and maybe I can do another one of these videos where we research these niches together. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. God bless.